Victory, Mobile, and Huntsville, is proud to cast its votes. 1 vote for Marco Rubio, 13 votes for Ted Cruz, 36 votes for the next President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules of this convention, Alabama, 36 votes Trump, 13 votes Cruz, 1 vote Rubio.
Alaska, 28 delegates with the following bound delegates. 28, Trump.
Alaska, we proudly vote exactly the way the people of Alaska voted. 12 votes for Cruz, 11 votes for Trump, 5 votes for Marco Rubio. The great state of Alaska reports exactly as our people voted, and we support the nominee of this party, Donald J. Trump. Alaska, the largest state in the Union, Alaska, more coastline than the rest of the continental United States, where energy, the Arctic, fishing, tourism, the great land and last frontier, God bless Alaska! Thank you.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules of this convention, Alaska, 28 votes Trump.
American Samoa,
Mr. Chairman.
9 delegates.
Mr. Chairman, Talofa, and hello world. Hello, America, the territory of American Samoa in the southernmost reaches of U.S. soil, the greatest exporter of NFL players. Okay. The whole kit and caboodle, all 9 delegates to the future, immediate future President of the United States, Donald J. Trump. Thank you. There we go.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules of this convention, America, Samoa, 9 votes Trump.
Arizona, 58 delegates with the following bound delegates. 58, Trump.
Madam Secretary, my name is Robert Graham, Chairman of the Arizona Republican Party. I'm reporting and happy to announce from the hottest state in the country for job growth, Arizona delivers 58 bound votes to the nominee, Donald J. Trump, the next President of the United States of America. Keep it simple.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules of this convention, Arizona, 58 votes, Trump.
Arkansas, 40 delegates with the following bound delegates. 16 Trump.
Arkansas, land of opportunity and birthplace of Johnny Cash and Al Green. We're open for business and growing jobs and manufacturing and high tech. And Republicans control every statewide office, the legislature, and the entire congressional delegation. Unemployment is at its lowest in history. We got the best duck hunting on earth. We're #1 in rice production. We raise delicious catfish. We cast our lines for world-class trout. We cast 40 votes, 15 votes for Ted Cruz, and 25 votes for the next president of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules of this convention, Arkansas, 25 votes Trump, 15 votes Cruz.
California, 172 delegates with the following bound delegates. 172 Trump.
Shirley, you're going.
We want Trump! We want Trump! We want Trump!
Hold it down, California.
We want Trump! We want
Mr.
Trump!
Chairman.
We want Trump! We want Trump! We want Trump!
Mr. Chairman, my name is Shirley Hussar. I am the mother of 3 boys of the greater Los Angeles area. Mr. Chairman, it is so important that my sons, my 3 sons, have hope and opportunity for their future. That there are good jobs and that there are families that need safety in their communities. Mr. Chairman, Donald Trump is the candidate that can provide for my boys and all Californians the hope and opportunity of the true American. That's why I am honored to stand before you today in behalf of the great state of California. California that is 100% rock solid. Pro-Trump delegation, and I am proud to place 172 votes to the nominee of the next president of these United States, Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules of this convention, California, 172 votes Trump.
Colorado, 37 delegates.
Mr. Chairman, the frontier state, the great state of Colorado, where the plains meet the Rocky Mountains on God's most beautiful piece of real estate, home of Senator Cory Gardner, future Senator Darrell Glenn, and the world champion Denver Broncos. The Centennial State votes: 31 votes for Ted Cruz, 2 votes abstain, and 4 votes for the next President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules of this convention, Colorado, 4 votes Trump, 31 votes Cruz, 2 abstentions.
Connecticut, 28 delegates with the following bound delegates. 28 Trump.
Well, Mr. Chairman, I come from the land where we manufacture Pez, nuclear submarines, and the home of the WWE, where men are men and the women are champions. The great state of Connecticut is casting all 28 delegates for the next President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules of this convention, Connecticut, 28 votes Trump.
Delaware, 16 delegates with the following bound delegates. 16 Trump.
Madam Chair, the great state of Delaware, the first state to ratify the Constitution, the home of former Governors Pete DuPont and Mike Castle, the state that with a diverse slate of millennial candidates will win control of its state Senate this year for the first time in 44 years, the state that is going to elect 20-year Air Force Reserve veteran Hans Riegel to the United States Congress casts all of its 16 votes for Donald J. Trump for president. Woo!
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules of this convention, Delaware, 16 votes Trump.
District of Columbia, 19 delegates with the following bound delegates. 19 Trump.
No! Roll call!
Madam Secretary, Mr. Chairman, the District of Columbia, whose local GOP organization was instrumental in the creation of the Republican National Committee back in 1856, the District of Columbia, delineated by George Washington and graced by Abraham Lincoln, the District of Columbia, home of that great Republican Frederick Douglass, and capital of the greatest country in the world, and in accordance with the will of its citizens, our delegation is duly bound to cast 10 votes for Senator Rubio and 9 votes for Governor Kasich.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules of this convention, District of Columbia, 19 votes Trump.
Florida, 99 delegates with the following bound delegates. 99 Trump.
Mr. Chairman, my name is Blaise Ingoglia, the chairman of the Republican Party of Florida. I am proud to lead this delegation of the Sunshine State, home to Disney World, the Daytona 500, and the stunning Florida Keys. We have no state income tax, and our residents enjoy over 600 miles of pristine beaches. Florida is the paradise where you vacation, but we all live. We are home to over 1.5 million veterans, and we make it a point to thank them every day. We are the state that gave LeBron James his first 2 championships. Mr. Chair, Madam Chair, you cannot win the presidency without winning the great state of Florida. We are honored to cast all of our 99 winner-take-all delegates to the next President of the United States, Mr. Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules of this convention, Florida, 99 votes Trump.
Georgia, 76 delegates with the following bound delegates. 42 Trump.
Madam Secretary, on behalf of the Georgia Republican Party and the Peach State Conservatives far and wide, and representing the #1 state in the country for business and business growth, I, Chairman John Padgett, proudly stand here today with this wonderful group of conservative, hard-working Republicans in this Georgia delegation. And on behalf of Governor Nathan Deal, Senator David Perdue, and Senator Johnny Isakson, cast 16 votes for Marco Rubio, 18 votes for Ted Cruz, and 42 votes for the next President of the United States, Donald J. Trump. And go Dogs!
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules of this convention, Georgia, 42 votes Trump, 18 votes Cruz, 16 votes Rubio.
Guam, 9 delegates.
Mr. Chairman, from the tip of the spear of American might, home of B-52s, B-1s, B-2s, fast attack nuclear submarines that are keeping the potential enemies of America at bay. And also the place where millions of tourists from Asia come to get a taste of the peace of America in Asia. And a place where it's Wednesday, where America's day begins. The island of Guam pledges its 9 delegates to the next President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules of this convention, 9 votes, Guam cast 9 votes Trump.
Hawaii, 19 delegates with the following bound delegates. 11 Trump.
Mahalo ke akua. Mahalo I Yesu Cristo. Aloha from the great state of Hawaii. From Hanalei to Hilo. From Maui to Kauai. Here in the great state of Hawaii, Donald Trump, 11 delegates. Cruz, 7, and Marco Rubio, 1. 11 delegates for the next President of the United States of America, Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules of this convention, Hawaii, 11 votes Trump, 7 votes Cruz, 1 vote Rubio.
Idaho, 32 delegates with the following bound delegates. 12, Trump.
Madam Chairman, my name is Ron Crane, and I'm from the state of Idaho, where we have famous potatoes. Idaho is the most Republican state in the nation. We are so Republican that when we say the Pledge of Allegiance, it's to the Republicans for which it stands. Our entire congressional delegation is Republican. All of our statewide constitutional officers are Republican, and our legislature is 80% Republican. We are indeed a red state. We are proud to cast our votes as a result of our primary election. 20 votes for Ted Cruz and 12 votes for the next President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules of this convention, Idaho, 12 votes Trump, 70 votes Cruz. I'm sorry.
20.
1 moment.
20.
We'll do that one again. Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules of this convention, Idaho, 12 votes Trump, 20 votes Cruz.
Illinois, 69 delegates with the following bound delegates. 54, Trump, 9, Cruz, 6, Kasich.
Mr. Chairman, I am John Cabello, State Representative from the great state of Illinois, the only Hispanic member on the Republican side of the aisle serving the House of Representatives. It is my honor to introduce our chairman, Tim Schneider.
Good evening, my fellow Republicans. More importantly, my fellow Americans. I'm a proud citizen of the state of Illinois and the United States of America. And we have the finest governor in our nation, and Governor Bruce Rauner. The state of Illinois cast 6 delegates for John Kasich, 9 delegates for Ted Cruz, and 54 delegates for the next President of the United States, Donald J. Trump. Woo! 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 Trump, 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 Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules of this convention, Illinois, 54 votes Trump, 9 votes Cruz, 6 votes Kasich.
Indiana, 57 delegates with the following bound delegates. 57, Trump.
Madam Secretary, the great state of Indiana, who under the strong conservative leadership of Vice Presidential nominee Governor Mike Pence, has a $2 billion surplus with over 150,000 private sector new jobs since 2013, with more Hoosiers working today than ever before in our 200-year history, cast its 57 votes for the next President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules of this convention, Indiana, 57 votes Trump.
Iowa, 30 delegates with the following bound delegates. 30, Trump.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. Let me just start by saying, go Hawks! My name is Matt Schultz, former Iowa Secretary of State and Chairman of the Iowa Delegation. Representing the home of the 2 hardest working U.S. Senators, Senator Chuck Grassley and Senator Joni Ernst, and the longest serving governor in American history,
Governor Terry Branstad. Pursuant to the rules, the state of Iowa proudly casts its 30 votes for the next President of the United States of America, Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules of this convention, Iowa, 30 votes Trump.
Kansas, 40 delegates with the following bound delegates: 9 Trump, 24 Cruz, 6 Rubio, 1 Kasich.
Madam Secretary, Kansas, home of the greatest fans of the reigning World Series champions, the Kansas City Royals. Proud home of the iconic Bob Dole. Cast 9 votes for the next President of the United States, Donald J. Trump. 24 votes for Senator Ted Cruz, 6 votes for Senator Marco Rubio, and 1 vote for Governor John Kasich.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules of this convention, Kansas, 9 votes Trump, 24 votes Cruz, 6 votes Rubio, and 1 vote Kasich.
Kentucky, 46 delegates with the following bound delegates: 17 Trump.
Mr. Chairman, from the bluegrass state, the Commonwealth of Kentucky, the home of Churchill Downs and American Pharoah, the source of bluegrass music and the home of Bill Monroe, from the state where the largest Toyota manufacturing plant in the world is located, the maker of the Ford F-150 and the Chevy Corvette, from the state that produces all the bourbon fit to drink in the world, from a state where our citizens still respect God and the Constitution and our military and our police officers, it is our honor to cast our vote: 7 for Governor Kasich, 7 for Senator Rubio, 15 for Senator Cruz, and 17 for the next President of the United States of America, Mr. Donald J. Trump. Awesome.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules of this convention, Kentucky, 17 votes Trump, 7 votes Rubio, 7 votes Kasich, 15 votes Cruz.
Louisiana, 46 delegates with the following bound delegates: 18 Trump.
The great state of Louisiana, the sportsman's paradise headquartered in Terrebonne Parish, with 46 votes, cast 15 for Ted Cruz and cast 31 votes for the next President of the United States, who will restore our national sovereignty by building a wall, Donald Trump.
Go Trump!
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules of this convention, Louisiana, 31 votes Trump, 15 votes Cruz.
Maine, 23 delegates with the following bound delegates. 9 Trump.
Madam Secretary, the great state of Maine, home of rugged coastlines, beautiful forests, pristine lakes, home of Republican Governor Paul LePage, Senator Susan Collins, and Congressman Bruce Poliquin, a state that has only one remaining Democrat federal elected official, the state that began the Republican revival in America's Northeast. It is leading the way to make New England great again. A state that's led with welfare reform, spending and tax cuts, strong Second Amendment rights, and has made Maine work again with GOP leadership, casts 12 votes for Senator Ted Cruz, 9 votes for Donald J. Trump, and 2 votes for Governor John Kasich.
Don't need to say it every time, right? You're doing great. Very well. Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules of this convention, Maine, 9 votes Trump, 12 votes Cruz, 2 votes Kasich.
Maryland, 38 delegates.
Madam Secretary, the great state of Maryland, America in miniature, and home of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay, home to the oldest state capital in continuous use, where General George Washington resigned as Commander-in-Chief of the Continental Army, birthplace of our national anthem, home of the United States Naval Academy, and the American League East first place team, Baltimore Orioles, proudly casts all 38 of our votes for the next President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules of this convention, Maryland, 38 votes Trump.
Massachusetts, 42 delegates with the following bound delegates. 22 Trump, 4 Cruz, 8 Rubio, 8 Kasich.
Madam Secretary, Commonwealth of Massachusetts, Vincent DeVito, from the state that outperformed every other state but one in strongest votes to make America great again. We are going to cast our votes for the next President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, and I introduce Parson Hicks to cast our votes.
Madam Secretary, it is my honor to read the delegates from the great Commonwealth of Massachusetts. Cruz, 4. Kasich, 8. Rubio, 8. And guess what? They may have said we are the bluest state in the Union, but we are casting 22 delegate votes for
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules of this convention, Massachusetts, 22 votes Trump, 4 votes Cruz, 8 votes Rubio, and 8 votes Kasich.
Michigan, 59 delegates with the following bound delegates. 25 Trump.
Madam Secretary, Michigan passes.
Michigan passes. Minnesota, 38 delegates with the following bound delegates. 8 Trump.
Madam Secretary, on behalf of the great state of Minnesota, home of 10,000 lakes,
home of Spam, and home of the late, great Prince. And the state that has had the longest drought of casting our electoral votes for a Republican president, which will change this year. Cast the following: Rubio, 17, Cruz, 13, and 8 for the next president of the United States of America, Donald Trump. Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules of this convention, Minnesota, 8 votes Trump, 17 votes Rubio, 13 votes Cruz.
Mississippi, 40 delegates with the following bound delegates. 25 Trump, 15 Cruz.
Madam Secretary of the great state of Mississippi, the birthplace of America's music, respects and pursuant to the rules, will cast 15 votes for Ted Cruz and 25 votes for the next president of the United States and New York's favorite son, Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules of this convention, Mississippi, 25 votes Trump, 15 votes Cruz.
Missouri, 52 delegates with the following bound delegates. 37 Trump.
Madam Secretary, congratulations, I'm proud of you, by the way. And Kansas, I love you, but Missouri is the home to the World Series champions, Kansas City Royals. Missouri, home of the 11-time world champion St. Louis Cardinals. Missouri, the birthplace of talk radio at AM 1120, KMOX, the voice of St. Louis. Missouri, home of a 12-time delegate, conservative icon. She's with us tonight, Phyllis Schlafly. Missouri, birthplace of ragtime music and our great Senator Roy Blunt. Missouri casts 11 votes for Ted Cruz, and Missouri casts 41 votes for the next president of the United States, Donald J. Trump. That's what I'm talking about.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules of this convention, Missouri, 41 votes Trump, 11 votes Cruz.
Montana, 27 delegates with the following bound delegates. 27 Trump.
Madam Secretary, I am Teresa Manzella from the great state of Montana. We, the people of Montana, grateful to God for the quiet beauty of our state, the grandeur of our mountains, the vastness of our rolling plains, and desiring to improve the quality of life, equality of opportunity, and to secure the blessings of liberty for this and future generations, do hereby cast our 27 delegates to Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules of this convention, Montana, 27 votes Trump.
Nebraska, 36 delegates with the following bound delegates. 36 Trump.
Go. Madam Secretary, Nebraska, the good life with great opportunity, the home of Silicon Prairie News, the University of Nebraska Cornhuskers, the #1 beef-producing state in the Union, a place where people find their happiness from honest work and where a person's word is their bond. Cast their 36 bound delegates for the next President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules of this convention, Nebraska, 36 votes, Trump.
Nevada, 30 delegates with the following bound delegates: 14 Trump, 6 Cruz, 7 Rubio, 1 Kasich, 2 Carson.
Mr. Chairman, I'm Nevada's Attorney General Adam Laxalt, introducing Chairman Michael J. McDonald.
Mr. Chairman, thank you. From the great state of Nevada, where blue lives matter. We are battle-born, brought in by the first Republican president in 1864. We're very proud of our nation. From the great shores of Lake Tahoe to the most entertaining capital city, Las Vegas, Nevada, this time what's said in Las Vegas will not stay in Las Vegas. We are here to cast our votes. 1 vote, Governor Kasich. 6, Senator Ted Cruz. 7, Marco Rubio. And 16, for the next President of the United States, Donald J. Trump!
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules of this convention, Nevada, 14 votes Trump, 6 votes Cruz, 7 votes Rubio, 1 vote Kasich, and 2 votes Carson.
New Hampshire, 23 delegates with the following bound delegates: 11 Trump.
Madam Secretary, my name is Corey Lewandowski. I represent the people of the great state of New Hampshire, the live free or die state, a state that has no sales or income tax, and a state that was the first to recognize Donald J. Trump and deliver the first victory on his behalf on a path to 38 victories that he achieved. It is my pleasure tonight to read the votes on behalf of the people of New Hampshire. 2 votes for Marco Rubio, 3 votes for Jeb Bush, 3 votes for Ted Cruz, 4 votes for John Kasich, and 11 votes for my friend and the next President of the United States, Donald J. Trump!
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules of this convention, New Hampshire, 11 votes Trump, 2 votes Rubio, 3 votes Bush, 3 votes Cruz, and 4 votes Kasich.
New Jersey, 51 delegates with the following bound delegates. 51 Trump.
Madam Secretary, I introduce the son of Governor Chris Christie. New Jersey, the Garden State, the greatest state in the Union, and the state that cast the highest overall percentage of its popular vote for Mr. Trump, is pleased to announce that its 51 delegates will be given to Donald J. Trump for President of the United States.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules of this convention, New Jersey, 51 votes Trump.
New Mexico, 24 delegates with the following bound delegates. 24 Trump.
Madam Secretary, I am Governor Susana Martinez. I am proud to represent what beautiful, exciting, and diversely a culture that is so diverse. An amazing state, the land of enchantment, and the great state of New Mexico. Standing here with me is Sam Ledoux, who is one of our youngest delegates and was part of our future of our party and of our country.
Madam Secretary, I am proud to stand next to the nation's first female Hispanic governor. She's the reason I'm such a committed Republican, and we are proud to cast New Mexico's 24 votes to the next President of the United States, Donald J. Trump!
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules of this convention, New Mexico, 24 votes Trump.
New York, 95 delegates with the following bound delegates. 89 Trump, 6 Kasich.
Madam Secretary, New York, the Empire State and the home of Donald J. Trump, passes.
New York passes. North Carolina, 72 delegates with the following bound delegates. 29 Trump, 27 Cruz, 6 Rubio, 9 Kasich, 1 Carson.
Madam Secretary, North Carolina, the land of the longleaf pine, the land where the summer sun doth shine, where the weak grow strong and the strong grow great. North Carolina, home of the largest military installations in the world. North Carolina, with the majestic Appalachian Mountains on our west and the beautiful Crystal Coast on our east. North Carolina, one of the fastest growing state economies under Governor Pat McCrory and the Republican-led General Assembly, proudly cast our 72 votes as follows. 1, Dr. Ben Carson. 6, Senator Marco Rubio. 9, for Ohio Governor John Kasich.
In the great conservative tradition of the Old North State, the home of Billy Graham, we proudly cast 27 votes for Senator Ted Cruz.
North Carolina is a party which was funded and founded by blacks and whites. And one of the points that most people don't know about this state is that 10% of all the historically black colleges and universities are within this border. We proudly cast 29 votes for the next President of the United States, the Honorable Donald John Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules of this convention, North Carolina, 29 votes Trump, 27 votes Cruz, 6 votes Rubio, 9 votes Kasich, and 1 vote Carson.
North Dakota, 28 delegates.
Mr. Secretary, I'm Jack Dalrymple, Governor of the state of North Dakota. It is my honor to announce the vote of the delegates of North Dakota. The great state of North Dakota casts as the home of the current and 5 consecutive year national FCS football champion, the North Dakota State University Bison. And at the same time, the home of the national hockey champions, the University of North Dakota Fighting Hawks. And the only state in the United States last year to actually grow younger casts 1 vote Carson, 6 votes Cruz, and 21 votes for the next President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules of this convention, North Dakota, 21 votes Trump, 1 vote Carson, 6 votes Cruz.
Northern Mariana Islands, 9 delegates with the following bound delegates. 9 Trump.
Hafaday Adtiro from the most Republican territory, the beautiful islands of the Northern Mariana Islands, where the weather is 85 degrees all year round, traveling over 7,000 miles. I am Ralph De Leon Guerrero Torres, Governor of the CNMI. It is my great pleasure and honor being the first territory to endorse our next President of the United States. We cast our 9 delegates to Donald J. Trump. Woo!
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules of this convention, Northern Mariana Islands cast 9 votes Trump.
Ohio, 66 delegates.
Welcome to Cleveland, the city of champions. And welcome to Ohio, the host of the Republican National Convention. All right, guys, let's give it an OH. OH. Ohio, the mother of presidents, proudly casts its 66 votes for Governor John Kasich.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules of this convention, Ohio, 66 votes Kasich.
Oklahoma, 43 delegates with the following bound delegates. 13 Trump.
Good evening. My name is Pam Pollard. I am the chairman of the Republican Party for the great state of Oklahoma. As the second home to Speaker Paul and Jana Ryan, Oklahoma is the heartland of America and the reddest state in the Union. Oklahoma has a heritage of strong and conservative grassroots leadership, electing Republicans to every congressional and statewide office with supermajorities in both state legislative chambers. Oklahoma is proud to produce and supply the energy and agriculture that fuels and feeds this country and the world. And this November, Oklahoma will take up the mantle once more and deliver all 77 counties to our Republican nominee. Oklahoma proudly casts 19 votes for Senator Ted Cruz, and 24 votes for the next President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules of this convention, Oklahoma, 24 votes Trump, 19 votes Cruz.
Oregon, 28 delegates with the following bound delegates. 18 Trump.
Mr. Chairman, Oregon. The land of unrivaled natural beauty, snowy mountain peaks, majestic river valleys, serene high deserts, the great American Pinot Noir, Tillamook cheese, and hazelnuts, home of a great congressman, Greg Walden, and the reigning Major League Soccer champions, the Portland Timbers, home of Tracktown, USA, and the place where Nike made ducks and beavers cool. Ground zero in the fight against Democrat corruption, from disgraced ex-Governor John Kitzhaber all the way to crooked Hillary. The great state of Oregon is proud to cast, pursuant to our rules, 5 votes for Senator Ted Cruz, 23 votes for the next President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules of this convention, Oregon, 23 votes Trump, 5 votes Cruz.
Pennsylvania, 71 delegates with the following bound delegates. 17 Trump.
Madam Secretary, I'm Rob Gleason, Chairman of the Republican Party of Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania, the Keystone State, the home of the Stanley Cup champions, Pittsburgh Penguins. Pennsylvania defers to the great state of New York and my friend, Chairman Ed Cox.
New York, 95 delegates with the following bound delegates. 89 Trump, 6 Kasich.
Madam Secretary, New York, the Empire State, proud to be the home of Donald J. Trump, and proud that we were the first state to cast a majority of our primary votes for Donald Trump. Proud that he won 61 of our 62 counties and more than 60% of the vote. And we are proud that we have as one of our delegates, Donald J. Trump Jr.
Well, thank you very much, Ed, and thank you to my family, Eric, Ivanka, Vanessa, Laura, Tiffany, everyone here, all of our supporters in the great state of New York. Even in the places that aren't so conservative, we've had such incredible support, you won't believe it. We're going to put New York into play this time around. I have the incredible honor of not only being a part of the ride that's been this election process, and to watch as a small fly on the wall what my father has done in creating this movement, because it's not a campaign anymore, it's a movement. Speaking to real Americans, giving them a voice again. And it is my honor to be able to throw Donald Trump over the top in the delegate count tonight with 89 delegates and another 6 for John Kasich. Congratulations, Dad, we love you!
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules of this convention, New York, 6 votes Kasich, 89 votes Donald J. Trump.
Puerto Rico, 23 delegates with the following bound delegates. 23 Rubio.
Madam Secretary, the territory of Puerto Rico, having voted to become the 51st state of the greatest nation on the face of the earth, following the results of a binding presidential preference vote, the rule of the state, the law of the state, and the rule of the party proudly casts its 23 votes for Senator Marco Rubio.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules of this convention, Puerto Rico, 23 votes Rubio.
Rhode Island, 19 delegates with the following bound delegates. 12 Trump, 2 Cruz, 5 Kasich.
Madam Secretary, Brandon Bell, State Chairman of the State Rhode Island Republican Party, as well as the delegation chair of this incredible Rhode Island delegation. which includes my colleague, Leanne Senek, our National Committee woman. And my colleague, the Rhode Island National Committeeman, Steve Frias, who will be the next state representative from District 15 in Cranston after he beats the Speaker of the House of the state of Rhode Island, who's a Democrat. Roger Williams founded the colony of Rhode Island in 1631 based upon principles of complete religious toleration, separation of church and state, and political democracy, values that the United States would after be founded upon. We are the ocean state, and it's absolutely beautiful back home. Unfortunately, government is not working in Rhode Island for the people, as the state is run by a corrupt Democrat political machine for the last 80 years. In our state, we are constantly ranked near the bottom, recently ranked 50th worst in terms of our business-friendly climate. Democratic leadership in our state has been rampant with corruption, lack of transparency, and unethical conduct, which makes it no surprise that the Democratic presidential nominee is supported by each and every one of Rhode Island State Democratic leadership. It should therefore come as no surprise that Rhode Island delivered, Jersey, the largest margin of victory in a three-way race, with the most amount of votes cast in the history of a Republican primary, with over 64% for Donald J. Trump. Therefore, Madam Secretary, please cast from a proud and unified Rhode Island Republican Party 2 votes for Senator Ted Cruz, 5 votes for Governor John Kasich, and 12 votes for the next President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
Good job, brother. Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules of this convention, Rhode Island, 12 votes Trump, 2 votes Cruz, 5 votes Kasich.
South Carolina, 50 delegates with the following bound delegates. 50 Trump.
Madam Secretary, I am Matt Moore, Chairman of South Carolina, the Palmetto State that always shows amazing grace, home of the first in the South primary, the true peach state and the birthplace of barbecue. Home of the reigning U.S. Open golf champion Dustin Johnson and the reigning NCAA baseball champion Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. Home of the #1 city in the world according to Travel and Leisure magazine, Charleston, South Carolina. And America's vacation destination, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. The Southeast manufacturing leader with companies including Boeing and BMW. We are South Carolina. South Carolina casts all 50 delegates for Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules of this convention, South Carolina, 50 votes Trump.
South Dakota, 29 delegates with the following bound delegates. 29 Trump.
Madam Secretary, the great state of South Dakota, home of Crazy Horse, Mount Rushmore, and other great faces and great places, proudly nominates and casts our 29 votes for Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules of this convention, South Dakota, 29 votes Trump.
Tennessee, 58 delegates with the following bound delegates. 33 Trump, 16 Cruz, 9 Rubio.
Madam Secretary, the volunteer state, the state with no state income tax, a budget surplus, and a balanced budget, a state that is in the top 5 in jobs growth, number 1 in auto manufacturing, with a Republican governor, 2 Republican U.S. senators, 7 Republican congressmen, and a 2/3 majority in the state house and state senate. Our pro-life state proudly cast our votes. 16 votes for Senator Ted Cruz, 19 votes for Senator Marco Rubio, and 33 votes to make America great again for Donald J. Trump.
Tennessee, could you please repeat your votes?
We're back on.
Madam Secretary, 16 votes for Senator Ted Cruz, 9 votes for Senator Marco Rubio, and 33 votes for Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules of this convention, Tennessee, 33 votes Trump, 16 votes Cruz, 9 votes Rubio.
Texas, 155 delegates with the following bound delegates: 48 Trump, 104 Cruz, 3 Rubio.
Madam Secretary, Mr. Chairman, on behalf of my friend and our great governor, Greg Abbott, who could not be here tonight, on behalf of our great chairman, Tom Meckler, my name is Dan Patrick, and as Lieutenant Governor of the greatest job-creating state in the country, of the 12th largest economy on the planet, of a state, and we're really proud of this, where no Democrat has won statewide office since 1992. And where every Texan has the back of our law enforcement officers. I am proud to report our vote for Marco Rubio, 3 votes. For our dear friend, a great conservative, our favorite son who we love, Ted Cruz, 104 votes. And for our new friend, our latest adopted favorite son, for the man who on the night of November 8th is going to get a phone call from a lady named Hillary when she concedes the race to the next president of the United States, Donald Trump, 48 votes.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules of this convention, Texas, 48 votes Trump, 104 votes Cruz, 3 votes Rubio.
U.S. Virgin Islands, 9 delegates.
All set? Good. Mr. Chairman, my name is John Canigata, and on behalf of the United States Virgin Islands, one of the 5 U.S. territories where loyal, patriotic Americans are second-class citizens and are denied basic rights, it is a high privilege and distinct honor to announce that the childhood home of Alexander Hamilton, the greatest basketball player, Tim Duncan, where slaves were emancipated first in the New World, where no passport is required to visit the beautiful Caribbean islands of St. Croix, St. John's, and St. Thomas. We proudly cast 8 votes for the next president, the gentleman from New York, Donald J. Trump. With God's blessings and conservative leadership, let's make America and the Caribbean great again. Woo!
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules of this convention, U.S. Virgin Islands, 8 votes Trump, 1 abstention.
Utah, 40 delegates with the following bound delegates. 40, Trump.
Madam Secretary, my name is Phil Wright. I'm the delegation chair for the great state of Utah, the state that has its priorities straight: God, family, and country. Before I give our votes, I want to introduce the chair of the Utah Republican Party, James Evans.
Madam Secretary, Utah is the #1 state for economic growth, job creation, the most reliable Republican state, and please accept this message and give to the next President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, that in November, Donald J. Trump will get the highest percentage vote from the state of Utah. We are always Republican, now, today, and forever.
Madam Secretary, according to the votes of the great citizens of the state of Utah, we cast all 40 of our delegates to the gentleman who won our state, Senator Ted Cruz.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules of this convention, Utah, 40 votes Trump.
Vermont, 16 delegates with the following bound delegates. 8, Trump.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. We are proud in Vermont to claim you as one of our own. From the great state of Vermont, home of Calvin Coolidge, the 30th President of the United States, was nominated in Cleveland in 1924 with his running mate from Ohio, Charles Dawes from Marietta, Ohio. One of Calvin Coolidge's many quotes: "Don't expect to build up the weak by pulling down the strong." Vermont votes: 1 vote for John Kasich, 2 votes for Rand Paul, and 13 votes for Donald J. Trump. Hey.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules of this convention, Vermont, 13 votes Trump, 1 vote Kasich, 2 votes Paul.
Virginia, 49 delegates with the following bound delegates. 17, Trump. 8, Cruz. 16, Rubio. 5, Kasich. 3, Carson.
Namaste, Mr. Chairman.
the Commonwealth of Virginia is the mother of presidents and the cradle of freedom. Virginia, where liberty sprouted from the roots of Jamestown and where patriots' dreams came true. Virginia, where a fledgling old dominion grown into a digital dominion. Virginia is truly a commonwealth of opportunity. I, Subba Kolla, first Indian American national delegate from Virginia. And I am proud to report that, pursuant to the Republican primary in Virginia history of our delegation, cast the following bound votes. 3 votes for Dr. Ben Carson, 5 votes for Governor John Kasich, 8 votes for Senator Ted Cruz, 16 votes for Senator Marco Rubio, 17 votes for our next President of United States of America, Mr. Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules of this convention, Virginia, 17 votes Trump, 8 votes Cruz, 16 votes Rubio, 5 votes Kasich, and 3 votes Carson.
Washington, 44 delegates with the following bound delegates. 44 Trump.
Madam Secretary, from the great state of Washington, the evergreen state, we are standing tall. Our beautiful state of volcanoes, the mighty Columbia River, vast wheat fields, and yes, often the national Christmas tree. Also, the proud home of the Boeing Airplane Company, celebrating its 100th anniversary this month, builders of the greatest jets in the world. We are named after the first President of the United States, and we are proud now to nominate for the 45th President of the United States, 44 votes for Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules of this convention, Washington, 44 votes Trump.
West Virginia, 34 delegates.
Madam Secretary, I proudly hold up a coal miner's hat from an industry that's been pillaged by this administration. It has been devastating what's happened in Appalachia and all across this country. As the son and grandson of coal miners, as a proud son of West Virginia, my state's paid a heavy price under this administration. Tens of thousands of coal miners across this country have lost their jobs over the past 7.5 years. It's time we change course with a man named Donald J. Trump. This campaign is personal to us. Donald J. Trump is truly an instrument of hope for so many people across this great country who have lost hope. It's my honor to introduce another grandson of coal miners, another favorite son of my great state, my good friend, John Racy, for the tally.
Let's get ready to rumble here. We're going to take on some people. Want to tell you that we are the first state in the United States in this auditorium to recognize Melania Trump as the next First Lady of the United States. A lot better than Bill Clinton, that other spouse, I can tell you that. We're the home, West Virginia, of the greatest golfer in the history of golf, Mr. Sam Snead.
That's right.
The greatest pro football player in the history of the NFL, Mr. Sam Huff. And we are also the home of the mighty Mountaineers and the Thundering Herd. Walk proud, West Virginia, because we are a state that is going to put 34 delegates behind Mr. Donald Trump. Clean slate. Let's go get him.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules of this convention, West Virginia, 34 votes Trump.
Wisconsin, 42 delegates with the following bound delegates. 6 Trump, 36 Cruz.
Madam Secretary, my name is Brad Courtney, Chairman of the Republican Party of Wisconsin. The great state of Wisconsin, home to RNC Chairman Reince Priebus and U.S. Speaker of the House Paul Ryan. I would now like to introduce to you the only governor in U.S. history to win a recall election, America's Governor, Scott Walker!
The birthplace of the Republican Party, the home of the 13-time world champion Green Bay Packers, and the home of the greatest motorcycles in the world, Harley-Davidson. Pursuant to our rules, cast 36 votes for Ted Cruz and 6 votes for the next President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules of this convention, 6 votes Trump, 36 votes Cruz.
Wyoming, 29 delegates with the following bound delegates. 1 Trump, 23 Cruz, 1 Rubio.
Madam Secretary, Mr. Chairman, from the great state of Wyoming, home of Reagan conservatives, rugged individualism, the majestic Tetons and Cheyenne Frontier Days, a leading producer of low sulfur coal, we are an energy titan. A super red state, a Republican governor, all 5 statewide electeds Republicans, a Republican majority in our state legislature, and a Republican governor and a Republican congressional delegation. We have a balanced budget, we have a $1.6 billion surplus, and we have no corporate and no individual income tax. We support states' rights, religious liberty, the Second Amendment, and law enforcement officers across this great nation. Wyoming proudly casts its votes as follows. 1 vote for Senator Marco Rubio. 2 votes for Governor John Kasich. And for an individual who we came to know and love as one of our own, 23 votes from the great senator from the state of Texas, Ted Cruz. And now, for someone we've come to know and have come to support and will throw our support behind against Hillary Clinton, the next President of the United States, 3 votes for Mr. Donald Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules of this convention, Wyoming, 3 votes Trump, 23 votes Cruz, 1 vote Rubio, and 2 votes Kasich.
Michigan, 59 delegates with the following bound delegates. 25
Madam
Trump.
Secretary, my name is Ronna Romney McDaniel, Chairman of the Michigan Republican Party. Michigan is America's comeback state, the Great Lakes state, and birthplace of the Republican Party. We are so committed to turning our state red and winning the presidency that we were willing to wear Ohio State colors. Just for today. We are the home of President Gerald R. Ford, the home of the late and extremely great Mr. Hockey Gordie Howe. From Mackinac to Motown, from the UP to the Big Three, we proudly cast 2 votes for John Kasich, 6 votes for Ted Cruz, and 51 votes for the next President of the United States, Donald J. Trump! Go Trump! Go Trump!
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules of this convention, Michigan, 51 votes Trump, 2 votes Kasich, 6 votes Cruz.
Pennsylvania, 71 delegates with the following bound delegates. 17 Trump.
Pennsylvania, the home of Republican Senator Pat Toomey, the home of 13 Republican congressmen, the state that will deliver the deciding 20 electoral votes on November 8th, cast 1 vote for Ted Cruz and 70 for the next President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules of this convention, Pennsylvania, 70 votes Trump, 1 vote Cruz.
Ladies and gentlemen, Speaker Paul Ryan.
Hey guys. Hey guys.
Does any state wish to cast its vote or to change its vote? Gentleman shall take place at his microphone. So it's Alaska going to change their vote? State delegate.
Connecticut's mic, please.
So for what purpose does the gentleman seek recognition?
Mr. Chairman,
For what
delegate,
purpose does the gentleman seek recognition?
to contest the vote that Alaska cast as it was recorded by the Secretary. It was misrecorded by the Secretary. We cast 12 votes for Senator Ted Cruz, 11 votes for Donald Trump, and 5 votes for Marco Rubio. That was pursuant to the State of Alaska rules for our party. 100% of our delegation agrees with that is the proper vote. We were never notified of anything different by the RNC. We were never consulted. Our national committee people weren't consulted. Our attorney wasn't consulted. We were never told that you were going to miscount our votes tonight.
The gentleman will suspend. Is the gentleman requesting a poll of the delegation of Alaska?
Yes, I'm requesting a poll of the delegation of Alaska and that those votes be accurately recorded in this convention.
A delegate has taken exception to the correctness of the vote for the delegation from Alaska. Accordingly, the convention staff will report to the delegation to supervise the poll.
Former Senator Dave Dunn.
We don't go to recess. Fine. It's fine, already up here. Hey, man.
Chasing the clouds away. Our hearts will meet you, holding hands in the dark. I see you as we dance through the night. Remember how we knew love was here to stay. So you remember dancing in September. Never was a cloudy day. Yeah. but I make the runs. Gotta go to work each and every day. Hardly no money coming my way. Ain't got no car, gotta ride the bus all the way home, y'all. Gotta listen to Gus for rent is due, but my loan didn't come due. I got me a couple of dollars. Here's what I wanna do. Shake, 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 shake your booty at the disco. Yeah, 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 yeah. Shake, 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 shake your booty at the disco. Yeah, 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 yeah. Ain't got no car, gotta ride the bus all the way home, y'all. Gotta listen to Gus. The rent is due, but my loan didn't come due. Got me a couple of numbers. Here's what I'm gonna do. Shake, 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 shake your booty. Alright. Shake, 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 shake your booty. Yeah, 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 yeah. Shake, 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 shake your booty. Let's go. Alright. Shake, 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 shake your booty. At the disco. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Shake, 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 shake your booty. At the disco. Shake, 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 shake your booty at the disco. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Come on, just play that big bass over there, brother. Shake. Shake.
Oops, that didn't work too well. Ladies and gentlemen, the chair will yield to the chairman of the Republican National Committee for the purpose of explaining the rules.
All right, well, this is a rule that affects only about 4 states. First of all the states are bound by 16A2, and the secretary is required to read the bound vote. And so that's why in a few states there was a difference. In this particular case, the state rule under the 16F filing says that the candidates that are submitted under the that run in the election, if they drop out, the bound vote gets reallocated to the only candidate left that's running. So you understand? So under the rule, he is correct that is how Alaska originally voted. However, since there was only one candidate that was left running, the bound vote gets shifted under the state party rule, and that's why the secretary read it that way. So that's how the rules are interpreted. I hope you saw tonight that we allowed for other votes of other candidates that were running to be read. I know that was different than Tampa, and I hope that you all appreciated that. In any event, have a great night.
Pursuant to Rule 37B and the chair's earlier announcement, the votes of the state of Alaska shall be recorded as 28 votes Trump. This result differs from the results of the poll delivered to the secretary, but is necessary to reflect the presidential preference vote or direct election of delegates as required under the rules. The chair is prepared to announce the results. The following candidates received the following votes: 1,725 Trump. 475 Cruz. 120 Kasich. 114 Rubio. 7 Carson. 3 Bush. 2 Paul. Accordingly, the chair announces that Donald J. Trump, having received a majority of these votes entitled to be cast at the convention, has been selected as the Republican Party nominee for President of the United States. The chair is pleased to appoint the following to serve as escort committee for Donald J. Trump: Ivanka Trump, Donald Trump Jr., Eric Trump, Tiffany Trump, Barron Trump.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to the Majority Leader of the United States Senate, the Honorable Mitch McConnell of Kentucky.